Hey, welcome back to Truax Off-Road. Today I'm excited because the guys over at OPENROAD sent me one of their 270-degree awnings, and we're gonna get it put on the Jeep and test it out today. We've got everything laid out here. We got the awning, the brackets, all the hardware, which includes a couple of wrenches, the USB cord for the lights, a ratchet rope, some wind rope, some stakes, and then a user manual. So we're gonna get this installed and we're gonna give it a try. Today it's going to be over 110 degrees, so it should be nice to have a little bit of shade. So I'm going to be putting this on my JL Wrangler, which has the Rhino rack currently with the crossbars. What I'm meant to do is I'm meant to take these off for the brackets to fit on here properly, and I also have to peel back some of this rubber that was helping with the wind noise. Take these all off. I'm going to cut these off, but I'm going to also save it so I can put it back on later on when I'm not using the awning. Alright, so I have my hardware somewhat organized. I want to use the longer bolts here compared to these on the back side of the awning, just because I have my rooftop tent on the Jeep, and these longer ones will interfere with that bottom of the tent. So what I'm going to do, get these little T-slots here. Let's take this, stick that right in there. We're going to need 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom for each of these brackets. So here you can see how I have the bracket mounted. All right, we got this up here. It's very solid. Not going to go anywhere. So I'm heading out to the desert right now. I've been driving with the awning on, and I haven't noticed any extra wind noise. I do have the rooftop tent on top of the Jeep, along with the crossbars for the rack, and so it's already pretty loud. But I haven't noticed any extra noise coming from the awning. I was kind of curious if I would hear something, but the answer is no. If you want one of these awnings for yourself or anything else from OPENROAD, check out the affiliate link down in the description and use the code TRUAX10 for 10% off your purchase. I got 2 zippers back here. They seem like a pretty decent quality zipper. The cover here, it's pretty nice. It's a little soft, maybe. I don't know how it's going to hold up with some of the sharp brush that we have out here, but I guess we'll find out. It does have a nice tough coating lining on the inside, so I think even if you were to get through the top layer, that bottom's going to protect the awning from any punctures or anything like that. I'm going to fold this back. We have these little Velcro straps here. Just going to undo them, and then we're going to pull it around. So as I'm coming around, I have this little ratchet rope. I'm gonna hook this right underneath here on the crossbar. Give it a little tug. It's gonna keep that nice and tight. And then to release it, get this little tab here. Now we'll release it. Pretty slick. That's all it takes. The way I'm parked now, the shade is more up towards the front of the vehicle. The sun's kind of straight to my left. But it's pretty nice. When I received the email from OPENROAD to see if I wanted to review their product, I did a little research on the company. I looked at their website, and they have 359 reviews with a 4.8 rating from previous customers on this awning. You know, that sounded pretty good. I liked that they had a bunch of videos on YouTube. I checked everything out, and I was pretty excited, thinking that, you know, this looks like a pretty good product, and I'd love to try it out. So the awning is made of 600E ripstop polyester with a blackout coating. It's going to block out 95% of UV rays. The awning weighs 50 pounds. I'm not sure how that compares to other awnings on the market, since this is my first one, but it doesn't seem too bad. There is a big overhang here you can see on all sides, and there's going to be a zipper up there too, as you can see here. And what you can do is you can zip in walls and block this all off. have like a big annex. So you can have, if there's rain or, you need somewhere else to sleep, you can just throw those walls up and you have your own little shelter. So on each of these 3 beefy aluminum arms that we have here, you can see that there's going to be lights on each one of these. And then you can see here a little port where you can plug in a power bank or something like that, and you're able to have lighting. These are going to be a 3-way adjustable color-wise and dimmable. We're going to put the lights down here. Velcro holding this up. We're going to lift it up a little bit, give it a twist. It's good. So I was trying to figure out what I could do to make my review a little bit different than everybody else's. And I was thinking, when they say it's 110 degrees today, that's going to be in the shade. And I was wondering, what's the difference from the shade to direct sunlight? Right now, what I have is a thermometer set in the shade for the last probably 15-20 minutes. And it's 111.9, almost 112 degrees. And then I had another one out here in the sunlight. I don't know if you can see that, but 136. So 24-degree difference from direct sunlight to the shade. If you're out here for a couple hours, that's gonna make a big difference. So one thing I was not expecting was this chair that they sent me. This chair is one of their camping chairs. And I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. I've been using just a cheap one from Walmart when I go camping, and it was fine, but this feels good. It's comfortable. The back will recline a little bit. It feels beefy, which I need because I'm not a light guy. So thank you, OPENROAD, for that. Closing it. Let's walk it around. Get it into place, fold it up, get those Velcro straps on there, and we're good. About ready to fold up. We have some Velcro straps. All we're gonna do is fold this here. Gonna roll it up now. We have these Velcro that we undid before. Let's start in the middle. Pull that tight, and there you go. Do the same thing on the ends. Sorry if I'm breathing heavy, I'm fat. And take the rope here, stick it underneath, pull that tight, there we go. And the last one, right here. We're just going to pull the cover back over. So this is literally my second time ever doing this. So yeah, I'm a little slow now, but the more you do it, the faster you're gonna get. So I wanted to see how this would do in the rain. But with no rain in the forecast, we're gonna have to do the next best thing. Just gonna kind of see if there's any spots where the water will kind of leak down. Or pool up. Let's see if it does any pool. I'm just going to kind of spray it on top here. You can see it's beading off. If you were sitting under here, you'd be able to stay pretty dry. spots where water's a little bit, I guess. A little bit of pooling up top. You could probably put the legs down, give it a little bit more support. One other thing that might help with the water pooling on the top is you have these little rings. You tie your rope to that, stake it down, and it's going to allow water to run off quite a bit easier. With the coating that's on here, you can see how the water beads, and it's not soaking into the fabric. That should make drying it off quite a bit easier. You can get it up there with a rag and just kind of wipe it down, I think. So what I want to do now is test out the lights. You see I have the legs down, and each of these has a light. We're going to take the plugs, plug them in, and then using my power station down here, we're just going to plug her in, get some power. You have 3 different colors. Touch that blue light. You have your amber, your white, and kind of a little less bright white, I guess. But it is dimmable. So let me go back to amber. I'm going to hold this. You can see it dim. So in case you were wondering, with all 3 of those on the highest setting, you're pulling about 7 watts. We'll see if that changes as we go different temperatures here. So here we have the amber, only pulling 5 watts. And let's just see if we dim that down all the way. Saying we're pulling 0 watts. All right. But again, for the money, this is gonna be pretty hard to beat. Just want to say thank you to OPENROAD for sending me this awning. I really like it so far. I look forward to getting out wheeling with it, and then also doing some camping with it. And I want to say thank you to everybody watching. I really appreciate the support, and we'll see you guys in the next one.